Hi everyone, how's it going today? Chelsea Face here. I am in a different filming location, so forgive that. It's no big deal. I've just got things to do today, and this is the best place for me to do this, and I needed to get it done, so we're here. In this video, I'm going to be reviewing the book Summer of Salt by KATRINA Leno. This was published back in 2018, so it's a fairly new book. I got this for like $5 off Amazon a while back, and I've been wanting to read it for over a year because I've been hearing a lot of people talk about it, or I had heard a lot of people talking about it back then, and I'm very excited to get into this, and let's just see what I think about it. I hope you enjoyed this reading vlog. I don't typically read a lot of contemporary or fantastical contemporary. I don't know what it's called, but I'm really excited to check this one out because I've heard a lot of good things about it. It's pretty short. I think it's only, how many pages? It's only like 256 pages. So it's not a very long book. I can get this done fairly quickly. So I just wanted to read it and review it for you guys and tell you what I think about it. Being stuck at home during this social distancing thing, I do go to work sometimes, but they have told me to stay home for a few days. So I have a fairly long weekend ahead. Maybe I can get this done through the weekend and then get this video up for you before next week. So we'll see. But I'm very excited. I'm on page 30 right now, and so far it's just about a girl and her sister who live in a small town. They're graduating and people are going to be leaving, so they're going to have a party, and the town is a tourist town apparently, even though it's so small, which doesn't really make sense. But people are going to be coming and they're preparing for it. And there's this bird that comes, and it's like magical and stuff, and they're like just getting ready for that. And the family apparently has like magic in their family, so I haven't seen much of that yet, but I'm excited to see where that goes. Hey babe.
Hey.
You're cute.
Thanks.
I love you.
I love you.
I'm doing a reading vlog, so this is B-roll.
Oh. Nobody wants to see that.
Yeah, they do.
No, they don't.
I love you.
I love you.
And I'm stuck in the house with you, so
yeah,
it's my life right now.
Yeah.
I do love you though.
I love you. Tired.
We let our cat in the window.
Yeah, put him up there. I thought he might like it. Oh, what a yawn.
You see barbs? Probably squirrels. We have a lot of squirrels around here.
I think he likes it.
Yeah, we need to get him a step.
Yeah, I was telling Chelsea a while ago I want to put some steps going up the wall so he can get up in the window.
Yeah, I think he would like that a lot. He's a little bit spoiled.
Oh. Yeah, turn around.
Oh, that big old booty. Probably can't. We've tried to take him on walks before, but he didn't like it, so the most outside he gets is when he peeks out the window like this, or when he peeks out the door when we open it. Oh, there he goes.
At our old apartment, we would let, like, he would sit up in the window all the time and chirp at birds, and I miss that.
Yeah.
And, you know, this apartment, we're not supposed to have pets.
Technically, yeah.
Technically. But everybody here has pets.
Literally everyone.
But, yeah. And it's not that I wouldn't pay a pet deposit. I'd happily pay a pet deposit.
I would pay 2 pet deposits if I could. What are you doing? Don't chew.
That's why I don't let them up in the front window. But sometimes I'll let them back here because there's nobody back there usually.
Yeah, they don't come back there. Cute boy. Okay. Bye-bye.
Bird's been having dreams that he's eaten all the creams.
Oh. Do not touch the beans.
Beans are off limits. No beans.
Okay, so I'm under the covers because I'm trying to help muffle some of the music JV's playing right now. I'm reading the book so far, and I'm really liking it. I think I'm on page like 80 or something, maybe close to 100, almost halfway through. and it's really good. Really love the small town character building that's happening. I think that's a big part of what this story is about. So far so good. I think it's going to be really fun. I think I know how it's going to end, maybe, if it even has like a tiny little twist kind of thing at the end happen. But maybe not, we'll see. I'll let you guys know when I finish. Hey guys, so sorry I haven't updated. I am on page 202, so I'm literally almost done with the book. Sorry. But it's so good. Like, I'm loving it so much, and I've been in my room most of the day just sitting in bed reading it like this, like right where I'm at. And I don't know, I just have to know how it ends. It's definitely not what I expected. It's kind of a mystery, not thriller, I don't know yet. Excuse me. I need to know what happened. I don't want to spoil this book for anyone because I certainly am surprised by what it turned into. I didn't know that it was going to be this. Just know that it's kind of got like a magical thrillery mystery aspect. Not thriller, more mystery, I think. I think that's more correct. But we'll see. You know, it could change at any moment, but it's beautiful. It's well written. It's captivating. Like, I'm not wanting to put it down whatsoever. I have read most of this book today. I'm very excited to see where it goes. Okay, so now that we've read this, I wanted to talk to you guys about it a little bit and give you my final thoughts and review it a little bit. I got so enthralled about, let's say about 75% through, that I could not put it down. It was slightly slow starting at first, but not so slow that I was wanting to quit reading it. Like, it is a very short book, like 250 something pages, 256 exactly. I was like, okay, I can knock this out in a few days. And I ended up reading it in 2. So I normally don't read books that fast, so that was pretty good for me. This is a story about a girl and her sister who are about to turn 18. They're twins, not identical twins, but they were born the same day. They live on a tiny island in the middle of nowhere, pretty much, with the tiniest little town on that island. I think it's called By the Sea was the name of the island, but it's so charming. Like, the setting was absolutely, I want to go there, I want to live there, or at least visit. Everyone knew everybody, and I normally don't like that kind of thing, but it was just so fascinating and charming, because like, I grew up in a super small town, but this one just sounded so nice and so pleasant and lovely. Everyone pretty much is happy there and has their role, and everyone knows, like, there's one ice cream place, there's one library, you know, that kind of vibe. And these sisters are in this family that is kind of hush-hush witches. They don't actually, I don't think they actually say the word witch in this book, but everyone knows what they are. Like the Fernway women, they all end up having some type of power by the time that they're 18. Now, sometimes they don't develop it until right before they turn 18, and sometimes they've had it their whole life. So it's just kind of random what power they get and when it comes. And there have been a couple that didn't have a power. And they think that the one that didn't have power, she kind of got screwed over on that. So it's not necessarily that she was born without it. You'll read that if you read this. I don't want to spoil everything, so I'm not going to give you super detail on this. It is a short book, and I'm going to try not to spoil it. But I do want to give you trigger warnings, because I feel like I have seen so many people talk about this book or review it, and I haven't heard anyone. Maybe I just wasn't paying attention. But I feel necessary to give you the trigger warnings for this because they are pretty legit. Like, they're not just me being picky. So I'm going to hold my hand up, and when my hand goes down, it's over. But I will warn you that this trigger is a spoiler, and it is a huge spoiler for this entire story. If you don't want to be spoiled, and you can also probably handle the trigger, and you probably don't want to hear the trigger, but if you are very sensitive to certain triggers, I recommend hearing it, even if you're okay with it being spoiled. It's a hard thing to juggle if you want to hear it or not, but I'm gonna say it with my hand up, and then when my hand goes down, you can unmute the video or whatever, but I think it's necessary. Okay, trigger warning starting now. Okay. The trigger warnings for this book include rape, because That is a big part. And also animal abuse or animal murder. I think that that is one that some people are very sensitive to, and I think that that's important to know that it's in here. Both of those. Yeah, trigger warning over. These sisters are, you know, finishing up school and they're getting ready to go to college, which would be off of the island. They compare it to the way the Amish do when they go on their 1 year, I forget what they call it, but they actually have the name of what that's called in here, where they go off of their village and they experience real life, and then they decide if they want to come back or not. And so that's kind of what they're calling that when they go to college. They say that everyone comes back, so that's interesting. Like, everyone's happy, obviously. And there's this magical bird that has supposedly been coming back to the island for a very, very long time, and people who aren't from the island will come to this island just to see this bird and to take pictures and to learn about it, and to just, they love this bird. Like, this little bird is so important to this island and its economy. Like, they get a lot of money whenever these people come visit, and so it's very important that this bird exists. A lot of magical things happen. A lot of magical people exist. I love the mom in this story. She's very realistic, in my opinion, as far as a magical mother goes. I know that's weird, but I really like the mother. I do think that the sisters' bond is very precious. This story is LGBTQ, definitely, and also has some ace representation in it, I think. I think that's, they didn't really identify her as that, but she's pretty much ace. I think that's really cool. There's also some positive promiscuity in this, so that's interesting. If you are, you know, a lady who is all about that life and wants to show positivity towards that subject in a not a negative way, then this also has some positivity for that in it. The characters in this story are just so charming. I love the characters so much. I don't know, I just really want people to read this book. It's definitely different from what I'm used to reading. I normally don't read a lot of contemporary-ish sort of fantasy mixtures. I don't know what it's called, but you know what I'm saying. I gotta recommend it. It's very good, and it has a hidden message that is a spoiler, but I definitely recommend it if you can handle those triggers. It made me feel a lot of things. There was a chapter that was not even a whole page, like it was like a little excerpt. It was a chapter, and it made me cry instantly. Like, I was just sitting there by my husband reading, and I was like, oh my god, I'm not crying over this. And I certainly did shed a couple tears just because it was so heartfelt. It's not hard the whole time. Like, this whole book, I was not expecting it to get difficult and hard, and it wasn't until the very, very end. You know, maybe that helps you prepare better for it, because I was kind of thrown off, but not in a bad way. So either way, I enjoyed it. Highly recommend it. I gave it 5 stars very easily. I can't wait to reread it someday. This is definitely a book that I'm going to keep on my shelves and recommend to other people, possibly gift to other people, because I think it's a lovely story and it makes me want to read more of KATRINA Leno's work. I'm just very, very happy that I did get to it. And it's a very quick read, so it's not going to be like a dedication to someone. But yeah, very cute. There's a little love story in here. Some good friendships. Very, very good friendships. I'm kind of jealous of the friendships in this. But yeah, I hope you guys will check it out. And if you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up. It lets me know that you want to see more of these reading type review vlogs. And if you're having a good day, let us talk about some good books that you've been reading, and let me know what you've been reading and the things that you've been enjoying during this social distancing. I'm all for some good recommendations that are sort of similar to this. If you know any, let me know. And subscribe if you haven't yet, because I need people to watch me and I want to watch new people. So if you also make book content, let me know and I will check your channel out. Always looking for fun new booktubers and manga tubers and comic readers to follow, whatever comic people are called. But yeah, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye guys.